what you doing? Hello, you. Oh. You wanna say hi? Hey. Look at it. Just go to work. Right there. Aw, thank you. Okay guys, so I just made it to work. It's 6:28. I'm here in half an hour early because I wanted to order some food, and then by the time the food gets here I can walk in, get it from the lobby, and then go to work. But I literally order food a lot, not a whole bunch anymore, that I'm trying to like save money and do better like with my finances and stuff, but I use a lot of different apps to order food. When I'm in Atlanta I use Postmates. When I'm here I use Uber Eats, Waiters, what I'm probably gonna use today, Grubhub. I mean, I use all of them, and I'm constantly looking for coupons to save on delivery fees. But yeah, I use everything. So I'm here in half an hour. I'm here a half an hour early, and I'm gonna go ahead and order myself some Mexican food because I really have a taste for Mexican. I think that's what I'm gonna get, so I'm gonna try to go ahead and order that. Talia's upstairs working right now. She gets off at 7 and I relieve her at 7. Friday is our busiest day. Somewhere up like 40 patients during the day, like absolutely insane. So when I get there I expect to see at least 5 to 10 patients waiting on me when I get there, so I kind of like to be prepared with my food or whatever I'm gonna have. Today was a podcast type of day. You guys know I love music. I love Tasha Cobbs, Elevation Worship, LMA, Kaylani, her. I mean, I love everything. It's a whole vibe. So I love listening to music, but today was definitely like a podcast type of day where I just wanted to hear somebody talk. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Righteous and Ratchet. They're on YouTube. I absolutely love the podcast. I love the show. I love Ask A. It's like Ask A like gospel singer, ask a gay male, ask a lesbian, like it's just different people that you wouldn't normally talk to, and it's called Ask A. And as a Christian guy, he kind of just asks people that we normally wouldn't talk to or communicate with. And you know guys, I'm all about empathy, you guys know that, so I love that show, and like I love Righteous and Ratchet, and I think it's amazing. So check that out on YouTube. I listened to them on the way here and it was really funny, so I was listening to that. But yeah, so kind of giving you guys an overview of what my Friday usually looks like. Usually Kaiden's with me when I go to Atlanta on Thursdays, but because we're gonna go see the Avengers, he wasn't with me this time. So I came home and he was ready to meet me, kiss him goodbye, blah, 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 get him all set up and everything he needs to do. Then I go ahead and buy whatever food I'm gonna buy, or I pack a lunch. If I'm packing the lunch, I leave the house around 6:20 sometimes. But if I am getting something, I try to leave about an hour early so I have time to stop and get whatever I'm gonna get. And lately I've been just ordering food when I get to work and just come downstairs and pick it up. But this time, since I was half an hour early, I figured I would just pick it up on the way inside and just do it that way. And like I said, Friday is our busiest day by far, so when I get in it's definitely time to work. Sometimes I'll sit there until things kind of calm down, because 7 o'clock is also shift change. So if I start going to patient's room, it's kind of a catastrophe, like a lot of stuff is going on and it's a little bit too much. So I might sit there till like 7:10, 7:15 to let like everyone calm down and figure out whose patients are theirs and like what's going on, and then I'll start going around, of course ER patients first, then our inpatients, and then I will do portables in the ICU and things like that. So I hope I give you guys a little bit of a taste of what's going on, and I'll try to keep you guys informed on what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But of course it's going to be kind of hard being here, so I will find time to vlog for you guys and kind of show you guys worksheets and different things so you guys can kind of get a feel of what my weekend night shift is like. So let's go ahead. Okay, so I got a kickstart and some Cheez-Its to hold me until my lunch at 10 o'clock at night. My order doesn't get here until 7:30. It's only 6:45, so I have 15 minutes until I even get started. There's 5 patients waiting and Talia is not here because she is off doing a patient. So I guess I'll go ahead and eat some of this and get ready to work. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what I ended up getting. We have shrimp fajitas, stuff to go with the fajitas, and a Sprite from the vending machine, and just chips and salsa. This is definitely a fat girl meal that I'm very excited for. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear this up and then come back and talk to you guys. I'm on my lunch break and I wanted to kind of show you guys what I've been up to and kind of just do some fun stuff. So I'll be right back. Okay, so it is midnight right now. It's actually like 12:34. I just got finished writing up the last patient for right now. I have 3 to do in the morning, 1 in the ICU and 2 on the floor. It's been 5 hours and I've done 12 patients already. It's been a crazy night. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. Usually for lunch, what I do is I go to lunch at 10. I call my mom, check on my mom and dad, see how Kaiden's doing. They put him on speaker and I talk to him for a little bit, so that's cool. And then I go get my food, which today you guys saw what I had to eat. And then basically it's like kind of like my chill time. It's Netflix, YouTube, all the shows I want to catch up on. Good Girls, 911, Grey's Anatomy, Station 19, just Manifest, every single thing that I want to see. So I get to catch up on that stuff. I get to get some editing done and whatever else I want to do. And I basically, for the rest of the night, I'm going to do any ER patients that come through. And in the morning around 5 a.m. is when I start doing my inpatients again. We try to give them a break usually around 11 o'clock. I stop doing patients unless they're stat that are in the hospital, because you know you guys want to sleep when you're in the hospital, and it can be annoying for everyone to be coming into your room, and nurses don't really like for you to just be in and out of their patient's room and stuff like that. So after 11 o'clock I am done unless it's an ER patient or a stat exam, and then around 5 in the morning I start to do the rest of the patients. So I've had some pretty interesting exams today. I was just going to show you guys like a positive DVT, what it looks like, which is deep vein thrombosis, and I'm just going to pull up some Google images so you guys can kind of see what a positive study looks like. But I had someone who had an occluded, their entire left leg was occluded with the DVT. So I had a positive study there. I had an arterial study today where I couldn't find any pulses in the foot, which is pretty interesting. I've had some pretty fun OB and GYN cases, like big cysts and things like that were kind of cool. So I'm gonna show you guys a few things. Tomorrow's exams I have to do bilateral legs, looking for another DVT. I have a postpartum unit patient. They're not really postpartum, they're just in that unit, but they are just for a fetal age for the first trimester or after first trimester. I don't really know, I have to go look at it again. And then I have a carotid exam, which is looking at the arteries that feed your brain and everything like that, usually stroke patients and things like that. So whew, it's been a long night. I'm about to just drink my Sprite and sit here and kind of wait on the next patient, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a few fun things. So here's an image of a positive DVT study. This is from Google, so no patient information or anything like that. So basically what you're gonna see is, you might see this right here is this black area would be like a clear vein, what it should look like, and this filled in portion is the clot. So it's just gonna be like a gray or more echogenic, if you understand that term yet, but basically it's a filled in area. What you're also going to notice is when it's normal, you're going to be able to get blood flow to come through it, and you're going to be able to see the pulses on it and everything like that. But this, you probably aren't going to get any blood flow to go through this or see any pulses. So it's kind of funny to me because a lot of patients will be like, oh, I had 5 clots, and like it really doesn't work like that. They're not like clots as in circular objects, like it's just a vein that's been filled in. So it's not what you think that it is. But that's kind of what a positive DVT study would look like. This is pretty severe, and it's probably completely occluded and probably nothing going through it. A lot of times I get ones that we call not really completely occluded, something like this, where you can kind of see a little black in there. This will probably fill in just a little bit and still give you some color flow back or some Doppler back, and we call this non-occlusive because it's not completely occluded off and there is some blood flow still going through it. So I had a positive leg that actually was kind of like this one right here. The entire thing was completely filled in all the way from the groin down to the back of the calf. So very painful, very swollen, all that stuff. So my last patient was pretty much like almost identical to this right here. So this would be just the outline of a normal ovary. This is an ovary with a cyst in it. The one that I saw had like the left ovary was here, or this is the right ovary was here, the left ovary was here, and then both had like giant cysts in those. So as you can see, the normal ovary is just, you know, it's the normal color. You can kind of see little follicles in there like this, but when there is a cyst, as you can see, this big old black areas right here are cysts, and all cysts are fluid filled sacs. So usually they're not cancerous and don't cause any problems. They can cause pain and oftentimes have to be removed if they're really large, but for the most part they go away on their own sometimes, or they don't cause much trouble. You can have a cyst anywhere in your body and sometimes they go away. I had a cyst that they found on my left kidney during ultrasound school, and if you look at my left kidney now, it's already gone. A lot of people would get some cysts on their ovaries during their period, and then it might switch to the other ovary during their next cycle, and usually it just goes away. But this person had very large cysts like this, and yeah. So here is one more study that I did today. This right here is a normal pancreas, and as you can see, the color usually matches that of the liver, or maybe a little bit lighter than the liver. This right here is like a super bright echogenic pancreas, and usually that could be pancreatitis, could be many different things causing that. You see this one says fat replaced or echogenic pancreas, and I had one of those today. She was complaining of feeling like she was having a heart attack or like a lot of heartburn in that area, and I saw this bright pancreas and I made a note of that. But yeah, this is the normal pancreas, what it would look like, and the color, just notice the color and like the texture of it compared to how bright this one is, and especially compared to the liver tissue up here. It's way brighter than the liver tissue up here, and it really shouldn't be that way. So that is another study that I had today. So it is 6:19 right now. I've already done the venous study and the carotid study. I was gonna do the fetal age first trimester, the early pregnancy, but if they're early, like it said that they're about 9 weeks, they canceled the HCG, which didn't make any sense, but they're saying that they're 9 weeks. I probably need to do a vaginal study, and I can't do that in the room. We have a special bed in here to do vaginal studies and like all the stuff that we need. So I called the nurse and asked her if she could bring the patient down here, and she said the patient was asleep and to do it later and have our transport bring the patient. So I'm gonna have to leave that study for Talia, unfortunately, but that's all I have to leave for her. So I think she's doesn't have much to do when she gets here, which is awesome. So I'm gonna sit here for the next 30 minutes, finish watching Grey's Anatomy or whatever I have to do. Nothing is probably gonna print off. I go ahead and I check the ER to see what they have, and everything right now is like a sore throat, stuff that ultrasound doesn't deal with, asthma attacks, like stuff that I wouldn't deal with. So I always check first to see if there's anything like vaginal bleeding or something that would come in, like leg pain, something that I would probably end up getting. And then if that's the case, I keep everything open and I kind of prepare for that. But if I see that the board has pretty much nothing to do with ultrasound, I go ahead and shut my computer down, get everything together, and kind of just sit there and wait. So I'm in the waiting process, and yes, I'm excited to go home. I'm so tired. I just want to go home, get out of these scrubs, put on a $5 Walmart gown. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, little $5 Walmart gowns that they have all the different sayings on them and everything. So I wore it during my when I had Kaiden. I brought that to the hospital with me, so I have plenty of those around the house. I just want to put one of those on, have a bowl of Captain Crunch, and go to sleep. So yeah, 30 more minutes and I am out of here. So I'm at home in bed, about to go to sleep. When I first started working, I used to get home, go get Kaiden from my mom's bed and just cuddle with him and all that stuff, but I'm tired and he's gonna be the same amount of cute when I wake up. So now I just leave him in there to sleep and I come in my room and go to sleep. I still have his little Scout with me, so I do miss him, but I'll see him when I wake up. So I'm about to go to sleep, and I guess we'll talk when I get up. So it is day 2. This day was not the best for me. Like during the morning time, I slept for a little bit, then I went out to eat with my family. Just learned about some financial stuff that I wasn't really planning for the trip and stuff like that. So that wasn't that great. And then I overslept. I didn't wake up until 6:30 and I had to be here at 7. So I got here at like 7:05 or something like that. We have a 7-minute grace period, so I'm still on time, but still. So yeah, today was not the best day, but I was just listening to music in the car on the way here and I just felt a lot of peace. So I just kind of just felt like, you know, God hasn't failed me yet or anything like that. So I don't know, I just have peace. I feel like he's gonna take care of everything. I told you guys last time that I feel like he kind cares about the things that you care about, no matter how small they might be. And to someone else, going on a trip and having the amount of money that you want to have and stuff like that might be a small thing. Like, they're just happy that they can go. So for me, it's a bigger thing because I love traveling, first of all, and I'm used to traveling with my family and things like that. But when we were younger, we kind of traveled broke. Like, we would get there and could only afford like McDonald's or something like that. Like, we couldn't really enjoy the trip or do anything when we got there. Like, we had money to pay for the hotel, and then when we got there, it was kind of like, okay, well, now what? Because we don't have any money to really enjoy ourselves. So when I got older, I really wanted to travel like on my terms. I wanted to not go to the same restaurants I go to when I'm at home. I wanted to be able to purchase things and not feel like I'm constantly checking cards, you know, things like that. Like, I didn't want to have to deal with that. So this is kind of like one of my first trips where I planned things super duper early and really prepped and prepared so that I could have a really good birthday trip. So things not going perfectly is kind of aggravating, but I just felt a lot of peace when I was in the car. So I just feel like God's letting me know that he's taking care of everything and that everything's gonna work itself out and we're gonna have a good time. So I'm just trusting and believing that he's gonna work things out. And yeah, so I got here to no patients waiting on me, which is awesome. Saturdays are more of our laid back days. Fridays are crazy, Saturdays are more laid back, and then Sundays is pretty much no one here. So it's pretty awesome. When I was running late, I forgot to bring my computer so I could edit and like get some stuff done for you guys. So yeah, and I brought the food. We went to Olive Garden today, so I just brought leftovers with me. And yeah, so I have a little time on my hands. Nothing is here, like, and I doubt anything's gonna print off for a little bit. So I'm gonna show you guys some cool studies that I did yesterday that I didn't get to show you guys yesterday. I wanted to show you guys what a fibroid uterus looks like with like a bunch of fibroid tumors in it, because I had a lady yesterday who was pregnant and had fibroid tumors. I could not find a baby for nothing, but I saw a lot of tumors. So I thought I would show you guys what that looks like. And I think I had another cool exam yesterday. I can't quite remember what it was. Oh, I'm gonna show you what it looks like to have plaque in the arteries in your neck and your carotid arteries. I had a patient yesterday, or this morning, who had a lot of plaque in the arteries, and she came in here for a passing out or syncope. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. So that's gonna be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm just chilling, chilling, relaxing, just holding my composure, my peace, trying to get some things together in my mind. I also am about to take a really big financial journey because I really want to get my finances in order so that I can travel more, do different things, and I really want my credit score to be higher. It's pretty high, but I want it to be like in that zone where like you can get whatever you want. Like, I want it to be up there. So if you guys are interested in like financial type things, let me know, because I'm definitely getting into that. Just everything financial, paying my bills off and getting rid of old credit cards, just all types of things to get to where I want to be, where I'm only paying a few different things a month, like just my car note and things like that. So if you guys are interested in just getting your credit better and just being on a financial journey, learning how to save your money, I'll tell you guys all about what I do, especially when I travel, the websites and stuff I've used to be able to travel at a cheaper rate. Like our plane tickets, I use a website to pay payments on our plane tickets, so we're not paying a giant lump sum up front, and they just send our plane tickets to us. So I'll tell you guys all about that if you're interested, but let's go ahead and check out these two exams. Okay, so this is a picture of a normal uterus right here. It kind of goes out and around, and that's the normal uterus. This is your endometrium, and when you have endometriosis, you won't be able to kind of delineate that that's it. It'll kind of blend in with everything. So there's your endometrium. Now I'm gonna go and I'm going to go to a fibroid uterus so you guys can see the difference. So here's a good one right here. The normal uterus right here kind of has an outpouching. This is a fibroid right here. And a lot of times it'll be the same color as the rest. Sometimes it'll be darker, where you can see, you can't barely even see the uterus here, but this darkness right here, this circle, is a fibroid. So that's really not a good image either. Here's one right here where you can see there's a darkness at the very top, this little area here. That's a fibroid. And there's another one. Sometimes fibroids will be darker. Sometimes, like I showed you on this one, that they'll be hanging off the side a little bit. Anything that kind of makes the uterus not have its normal curvature, like something that pops off, like right here, it has its normal curvature here, and this kind of is off to the side, but it's still connected to the uterus. This right here is also a fibroid popping off. So there's the uterus that is what we call it's going the opposite direction. So instead of it going this way, the uterus is going this way, and there's a fibroid popping off right here. I think it's called retroverted uterus or anteverted. I can't remember at this moment, but I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, the uterus is going the opposite direction. Here's your endometrium, and there is the fibroid right there. Okay, so this is a normal carotid artery. This is the right carotid right here with the red, and that is the arterial flow going up and down. This is what a normal one would look like. And I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like without the color flow. So there right there is nice and clean. Going here, there's the bifurcation, your bulb area, and the carotid area right here. So now we're gonna go to the top, and I'm gonna look up a carotid with plaque. That's when you can see that the carotid now has plaque in this area where it was once black. Now there's some plaque in this area, and that's gonna prevent the blood flow from coming through in the way that it should. Let me see if there's another good one. Here's some more with plaque in this area. This is called a stenosis, when it makes the area going through thinner than what it should be. So this right here has got a lot of plaque in here. And when you look transversely, you can see the plaque as well, and it kind of shows you how small the area for blood flow to go through is now because of the plaque being in that area. So basically, I'm just gonna be waiting for patients now. Saturdays are great days for editing, great days for getting your homework done, things like that, because it's definitely our slower days. I expect it to be a few hours before I even get an ER patient. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty relaxed and chill night, which is awesome. And I'm gonna just relax and regroup and concentrate and get my whole life together. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I will see you guys later when something happens. Currently 10:25, I got about 14. I have about 14 more minutes on my lunch break. Just eating this leftover black thyme mousse cake and some lemonade from Olive Garden. I'm really not hungry. Honestly, don't feel that good, so I don't know why I'm about to eat this cake, but I am. I've only done 2 patients. At 9:30, 2 patients came in, a negative gallbladder and a negative venous study, right leg. So compared to yesterday with 12 studies, by this time I've only done 2. And I don't plan on there being really much else. Maybe 1 in the morning or so. I don't really plan on there being any more exams unless they're from the ER. So this is kind of a typical Saturday. Okay, so it is 6 in the morning. I've done 7 patients all day this morning. Last night, everything's 7 patients compared to 15 yesterday. So I did 2 last night, and then I did another one at like 11:30 at night, 2 at 3 in the morning, and then when it was time to do my inpatients, I did 2 more around 5:30. So yeah, I'm completely done. I didn't leave Talia anything, so I'm just kind of here actually watching Netflix. I'm watching Street Food. It looks like a good documentary, so I start watching that, and you know I love to eat, so we're watching that right now. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to catch you guys up on what our slower days look like. Our Saturdays and Sundays are usually always our slower days, and for the most part Sunday nights are even slower than that, so it's insane. So I did have a really cool study. I did a guy's legs, like to look for a clot, a DVT. He actually got swollen feet from getting pedicures. He said that every time he gets a pedicure, if they use like the little scrubber rock thing on the bottom of his foot, no problems. If they use like the little cheese grater thing on the bottom of his foot, he ends up in the ER every single time. They have to give him antibiotics, like IV antibiotics and everything. So that's just really strange to me, because they used that on my foot last time I got my feet done a few days ago. So that was kind of crazy to me to hear that that's what causes his feet to swell up like that. I mean, they were huge, so that's insane. So yeah, I'm in better spirits now. I'm in a better mood. I don't know if you guys always think that I'm like always happy jolly Erica, but like I'm not. I'm human and normal, and like I get an attitude just like everybody else. Because like yesterday I was in the patient's room, and like I asked the patient, I was like, so how long has your leg been hurting or whatever? No, I didn't ask her that. I said, so what's going on with your legs? And she was like, I don't know where the swelling came from. And I was like, okay, cool. So did it just start today? And she's like, no. And to me, I feel like, okay, that's your that's when you're supposed to say it started this is what happened. But I was like, you know what, if you don't want to tell me, I don't need to know. Like, I'm just ready to get in and out of your room. So yeah, I was like, I wasn't feeling it yesterday, but I'm feeling better today, and hopefully today will be a better day. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish watching this and go home, go to sleep, and get ready to do this one more time before the vacation.
Bus, bicycle, submarine, Helicopter. Submarine. Boat.
So this was Mommy's spot. Mommy got a blanket and a remote and a pillow, and Kaiden came, turned on the fan, and is not letting Mommy have her spot. Are you? Exactly. No. Okay, so I'm here at work at 6:33 right now. Today is just a so much better day than it was yesterday. I've got my iPad. I have every single thing that I need. Usually today's our slower day, so our slowest of the slow days, and I plan on editing for you guys, just getting some different things done. I'll probably show you guys a few cool exams if I get any tonight. I'll kind of show you guys what I did, but yeah, so I'm here ready to go work. Last day. So it is 6 a.m. in the morning. I had 1 patient last night and 2 this morning. I had 3 patients in a 12-hour shift. So yeah, Sundays are crazy slow, which is good for me doing homework and other stuff that I have to get done. I'm so excited. So I don't know if you guys have seen like the Kevin Hart special where he's like so excited. Okay, yeah, so me and Talia have been doing that all weekend, so I'm excited. Yay! Okay, so I just want to show you guys what a normal kidney ultrasound would look like first. So this is a normal kidney right here, and that is a normal kidney ultrasound. Now this right here is an echogenic kidney. It's a bright kidney. You can see like the outside like shape of it, but everything is just so bright, and this would represent someone who's having some issues, possibly renal failure case, something like that. And then I'm going to show you guys hydronephrosis, because I had this yesterday and I didn't get a chance to show you guys. This right here is a kidney, but instead of it being filled in, you can see that all the fluid is going into the kidney. So I'll show you guys again the normal kidney ultrasound, and as you can see, it's normal texture. And then hydronephrosis is when the fluid is like infiltrating the kidney. So yeah. Okay, so I am officially done with work and I'm so freaking excited. Like, OMG. So excited. Like, I'm excited. Okay, so on Sunday nights or whatever, like after I work my 12-hour shift on Monday mornings, I don't go to sleep when I get home. So I'm just gonna go home, get dressed for the day, and start my day. I have a lot to do today, some very exciting news coming in the next vlog. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here, go home, get ready, and start the next vlog. So I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it gave you guys a great outlook on what a night shift weekend looks like for me. Might look different at other hospitals, but this is what it looks like for me. Sometimes we're busier, sometimes we're even slower. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions, tell me down below and I'll try to get back to you, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.